I've been using the Clarins SOS primer for 30 days in peach. Yes, it did work. And I wanted to know if it would live up to the claims it says about blurring imperfections, because I have quite a lot of different texture and colours on my skin, on my face. I think this really worked. It covers my dark spots, but also blurs perfections, but also I think it gives like quite radiant glow. Like I'm wearing it now underneath just a B cream. It's quite like a skincare product, I felt, as opposed to other primers I've used before that feel really kind of thick. It sank into the skin really nice. And I was a little concerned with all my other products like moisturizer, serum, SPF, and then my makeup. Would it be another thing added would be too heavy on my skin? But it really wasn't. It was really lightweight. Like I didn't really notice it being added into the routine. I used it when I wanted more coverage. And also it was quite nice just on its own, like without any other makeup, because it gives like a really nice base and like it's still radiant. It comes out really nicely as well. Again, I think you only need like a tiny bit and then it just sinks really well. You just work it into the skin and it's really catching the light whilst blurring any imperfections that you may have. It kind of goes in from creamy into matte, and then your makeup, whatever you put on after that, will not like sit on top of it. It goes into it, if you know what I mean. So it was really good. This is more of a natural finish, so I think it'd be really nice for people wanting the more natural, clean girl aesthetic. I really enjoyed it and I'll keep using it for occasions where I want extra coverage.
I have been using Clarins SOS primer for the last 30 days. It reflects a nice glow. Because I have enlarged pores and before my makeup I need something that is really good to cover my imperfections on my face. It did what I was expecting. It gives a flawless look on my skin and it reflects a nice glow that it's not annoying when you take pictures. When you apply it, it's just a white cream, so lightweight. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, but when you spread it on your skin, it has a nice shine that it's really nice for the face. I mean, it's full of glow. It's so easy to use. I don't need any brush. I just use my fingerprints and that's enough. It's so lightweight, so fast absorbing. I was a little bit disappointed about the primers I was using before because I feel them too heavy on my face, but this one, it's so lightweight, you don't even feel it. You don't have to wait to apply for your makeup as I was waiting with other primers before. It has a nice smell, but it's not something that you feel as a perfume. It's something that it's not annoying. I really recommend it. If your skin is dull and you need an extra glow, you will have definitely to use it. I will buy it again. And I think there are 5, probably I will try another one as well.
I've been using Clarins SOS primer for 30 days in matte. I have very oily skin, so I really wanted to try this to see if it would bring that down, especially under makeup as well. I wanted something that was going to be able to keep my makeup in place. It did definitely keep my makeup in place longer than if I wasn't to use a primer. The only other primer I've used is the Bare Minerals ones, and this one definitely did a lot more than the Bare Minerals one did. I usually used it at the beginning of the day after skincare, but before sunscreen, because I found that if I use sunscreen before using my primer, it tends to pill. So I used this beforehand and it fit right in. It's a really, really beautiful formula. It goes on really, really lightweight, almost like skincare. If you give it a couple of seconds, it starts to mattify, and then it's just basically on there for the rest of the day. Because my skin is very, very oily, I was hoping for it to be able to last a full day, It definitely did better than if I wasn't to wear a primer, but I did still get that oiliness near the end of the day. I'd recommend it for anyone that has oily skin and just needs something that's just really easily going to go on and you're not even going to notice. My preference is definitely more to go with a primer and a mattifying product separately. But if I'm in a rush, if I'm traveling, this is a really ideal product for that. I'm absolutely in love with Clarins products, so I'm really curious actually to try some of the other primers.
I've been trying the Clarins SOS primer for fatigued skin for the last 30 days. This primer promises to provide a great makeup base whilst also combating signs of fatigue. I wondered if it was going to also do that for me if I wasn't wearing makeup. However, I found this one to be a little bit too shimmery to wear on its own. Under makeup, it's definitely illuminating. For me, however, I did find that if I was going to use this under my foundation, I would need to wear a fixative spray on the top. The formula for this product was super hydrating and really dewy, and as you will see, it's super shimmery, so it's very illuminating and it's got a sort of pink shift, which is great for if you've got any like yellow sallow tones in your skin from that tiredness that you're trying to combat. That's definitely going to give you a boost, and it feels really skin caring as well, not just a makeup step, but you know, because it's Clarins, it's going to really look after your skin too. I definitely didn't notice any smell. When I stick my hand to it now, it's maybe got a slightly cosmetic neutral smell, but putting it on my face, I didn't notice it at all. It was easy to use, not too much came out, was able to get the right amount. The lid is nice, stays on firm, no leaking, no complaints. I would recommend this to anyone who has a real concern about signs of fatigue, maybe someone who's suffering from dull skin, maybe aging skin. If you're happy to use fixatives to hold your makeup in place as well as a primer, then, and fatigue is a big concern of yours, then I would say definitely give it a try.
I've been using the Clarins SOS primer in green for 30 days. I wanted to try this one because I always had issues with redness. My face got really red. I teach Zumba classes and I got super red when I exercise, and this was perfect for me. I put a little bit of primer, put the makeup on, and it actually lasted for me. I got a bit of redness, but not as usual as I would normally get. You can literally use only tiny little bit and it covers the face. So first time I tried it, I did a little bit more. If I put too much, it just stays green, and I was like rubbing it there, trying to get it away. So yeah, just tiny bit, and it worked really well. But very light texture, like almost you don't even feel it. It has some kind of smell when I put it on first time, but it just disappears within a second, and it's not something that you will notice. I would recommend it. I would recommend it to people that has lots of redness problems, similar to me. This is definitely one of the top ones for me. There is a couple of different brands I'm using, which I use without any makeup on, and this one will go under the makeup because I found this one works really well with my makeup. I would buy it myself, so yeah.